Good morning, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Good Morning Soul. And today, I'm looking at another short film, film nominated for the 2018 Oscars, and this came out in the summer of 2017. And this film is directed by Kevin Wilson Jr. and he has done work in, I guess, just this. This is the only movie ever directed. Okay. But anyway, so this film is about a priest in the 1950s. It really doesn't go into his job, so I don't even know why it brings that up. But a Mississippi preacher in the 1950s, his family is obviously living in poverty, living in this very disgusting time period, and there is a couple of racists who find out that his son, like, literally just catcalled, whistled, they just say whistled, at one of their wives. And so they go on a quest for blood, and this guy's fucking nephew is murdered. And that's literally the whole film. And I'm not saying they don't do a good job telling that story, they certainly do. It's just, there's certain, like, it's a short film, so every minute should count. And I felt like there's like at least like a minute worth of scrappable material, and there's like long moments. Like, the guy they played for the main character, he's great. Literally the film ends with an actual interview of the actual person whose nephew was abducted and killed like this. It's a very gut-wrenching moment. And that's really the only real moment in this film. The rest of it, like, is kind of just, like, the last film I watched, The Silent Child, that obviously was trying to say something about deaf children. Like, obviously it was a tragedy just as much as this one is. But that film was like, here's a place to go, like, it at a beacon of light, as did Watu Wote, which is a movie, like, trying to bring people together, trying to eliminate racism, or I don't know what racism is for religion, just bigotry within race and religion. This film just kind of seems to be like, hey, here's this really fucked up thing that happened, we're gonna show it to you, and that's it. And then we're gonna add some artful effects to it. And I'm not gonna say, like, that doesn't pack a punch, but I'm like literally just punching me in the gut here and being like, okay, that's it. Like, I need more than that. Like, I need more than just a tragedy. Like, raised awareness. Like, I think that's great, and I think, we should shed light on, like, how fucking shitty things used to be and how great things are now. But, because I don't think something like this, like, if the killers got away with this, which, I really hope they didn't. It didn't follow up on that information. Like, it's so fucked up. Like, it's crazy to think, literally, like, this happened, like, what, 70 years ago? Like, 80 years ago? I would say 70, yeah. That's crazy. Like, shit like this was going on in the 50s, and it's like a century before that. Where were we? Like, I'm so grateful to live in the time period I'm living in. And watching all these, like, terrible people in these short films, like these terrorists, these, like, with people in The Silent Child, there was nothing really necessarily they did bad, they just didn't make time out for their own daughter. Which, isn't like nearly as big of a crime, because that's obviously some very, like, that's a very human problem. Like, in a lot of ways you can't fix that. Like, let's say that's how you're making money. But in this movie, like I just really just felt depressed watching it. Like, even movies, like, I haven't watched 12 Years a Slave or anything, but even like a video game like The Last of Us, a film like The Silent Child, tragedies, like I've read plays for tragedies in school. They all seem to like give something more than that. Like it's not just watch this really fucked up thing, like, and be depressed about it. Like this film just seemed to be very focused on that, and I didn't like that. But if I had to rate it, I'd give it a 6 out of 10. You know, I did enjoy it. I really liked the after credits scene. The last like 30 seconds, and that includes the final shot, the little like music video-ish thing at the end there, and the watching the team get nominated. That was all great. I thought all of that really plucked at my heartstrings, but the rest of the film, it's just it's a very mixed bag. But anyway, that's my thoughts on my Nephew Emmett. I need to stop renting these on YouTube because I know that if I keep watching these, it's just gonna drain up my bank account. So if you guys know any legal streams, I know it will be too late by the time you're watching it, but I'd be happy to learn even after the fact. But anyway, thank you again for watching. I'll see you guys tomorrow with another episode of Good Morning Soul, and until then, you are the best, and with that, I leave you.